Birdman. It's time for the Arizona White Mountains podcast, Community Shout. And this week we're going to start off with Allison Hephner with Community Project Management Services. How are you doing?
Very good. Thanks, Birdman.
So what do you got to tell us about?
So I have to talk about the Early Childhood Conference that we're having. It's June 20th, 2020. It's going to be quite the day. And we have a keynote speaker coming in. We're finalizing things. So as soon as we know that she's coming for sure, I'll be able to talk to her, talk to everybody about this. So the Early Childhood Conference, what that's about is we did it last year for the first time. We had a lot of people come, and it's a way to educate our early childhood educators. So this is our childcare, pre-Ks, our people who, parents even, get stuff out of this. So we have a lot of different workshops going on the time. We provide lunch, we provide food. So this is just a save the date. All I'm telling you is this is going to come.
So this is for all the people before kindergarten.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to have people in kindergarten go to this by any means, not at all, because you get some kids that are 4 years old. Sometimes you get some kids that are 3 years old, depending on what happens from pre-K to kindergarten.
Right.
So it's very valuable. We don't, because of the rural area that we live in, we don't get the opportunity for a lot of teachers to go outside the area to get education like this for early childhood. So this is a partnership between MPC and then PBS ASU kids, and it's a grant from First Things First to be able to implement this education opportunity.
Very cool.
So it's going to be great.
So this is just a save to date. There's no registration yet or anything like that.
Not yet. We're putting that together. Once the keynote is identified, we'll be starting. Well, she's identified, but once the keynote is confirmed,
right,
we'll be out promoting the keynote, which we're very excited about. This is going to be awesome. We're bringing people to this mountain from other areas that are very well known in the early childhood conference atmosphere. So it's a very great opportunity for people.
Very cool. Now, based upon last year, can you tell us sort of around when the registration point will be and then what cost is?
Yes. Oh, I'd love to tell you how expensive it is because it's free. For one, it is free. We need people to register, so we know how much, because we'll provide food and everything for that. But around last year, we got it out pretty quickly. I think we were about 3 months ahead of the schedule. We're actually looking at hopefully finalizing things up pretty quickly here. We're going to put out a proposal for workshops that's going to go out. We're going to get the agenda out. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll promote the keynote as soon as she's confirmed, and that should happen probably by next month, February, and then we'll start getting the call for presenters, and we get those in and show people what the different workshops are going to be about. We'll start promoting that as well, and that will be promoted through registration. So there's 2 ways to register: an early childhood conference or child care teachers and people know that if they're in with First Things First, there's an early registration with First Things First. They have their own registration. Then we're also going to have people register on Eventbrite, because there's people outside of that want to come to this. This is for all of northern Arizona. So this is not just limited to Navajo County. We get people from Apache Reservation, which is part of Navajo County, but we get people from Apache County. We get people all the way into Navajo Nation, way out. We get people right next to New Mexico that come to this. A lot of times these conferences are very expensive for these teachers to go to, so we want to bring the quality of representatives here so that they can get that quality information at a cheap cost.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Hey, that's going to be it for this week's Community Shout here in the Arizona White Mountains podcast. A couple things I want you to do. So go up onto Instagram. I know a lot of people have Instagram accounts. And when you post stuff around the area, use hashtag AZWM, Arizona White Mountains, and also hashtag Arizona's Backyard. All together is one word. And then a final one is hashtag Arizona White Mountains. So use all those hashtags. We want to see them up there. We'll be recognizing people that are posting up awesome photos. And as I always say, if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.